Michelle. I'm a scientist and a part-time student studying UX design. I'm hoping to make a career transition soon. And I've been a rock climber for the past 3 years. Excuse me, and this is Sage. I have this 2004 Toyota Highlander that I drove growing up, and it was handed down to me by my wonderful parents, and I'm planning a trip to Smith Rock. So I decided that I would rip out the seats and build something that I could live in for the next month. So I'll show you what I've done. First off, I've got this lovely hook for Sage. Come here. And then the first thing you see is my 6'3" long bed. It's got a memory foam mattress, and then just for a little extra support, I've got these puzzle pieces that are meant for kids' play areas. Right now, it has a mattress cover on top, which is nice for keeping all of the sage dirt out of my bed, as well as just throwing gear on top and not worrying about getting the bed dirty. It does come off super easily just to reveal the bed, and I'll just leave it on for now. So I thought a lot about the design before building this out and the things that I really wanted out of this. And one of my priorities was being able to access underneath the bed from a variety of points, just in order to maximize all of my storage options. So from the back, I can lift up the bed and hook it on both sides here. I'm just hooking in one for now. And this gives me access to this spot right here, which actually used to be the area where the third row seat lived. It was pretty easy to take that out, just a basic ratchet in a couple places. And I've got baskets here where I've got kind of my winter stuff that I can throw in, my kind of utility cabinet that's got duct tape, toilet paper, bags, wipes, utility tool, you name it. And then here's just some extra climbing gear here that isn't in my sport pack at the moment. And then this was a nice bonus. Under here is where the tools are kept to change a tire, but there was a couple of extra inches. So what I did was I just used that as extra food storage. So I've got a whole bunch of dry goods in here, and just super easy, to lift up, and you can access all of the necessary car supplies in an emergency. On this side, I don't know what used to be in here, but it's a big hole where I'm able to fit like an extra isopropyl tank, necessary wine, some protein shakes that I haven't tried, but I figured that would be good in a pinch, and just an extra cup. Just kind of some extra things that I threw in there. And then on the other side is where the car jack lives. But again, there's some extra space in here. So I have a shower curtain that Amazon didn't return for me. They're normally great. This was a different company. And I've added Velcro to the back here. And I'm able to just hook that up. It's not a changing space or anything. As you can see, it wouldn't work for my bottom half. But if it's just super sunny and the sun is beaming right into the car, it's really nice for a little extra shade, and definitely kept me from getting sunburned while I was working on the car. And the best part, rip it off. So easy just to fold, wrap, whatever, stick back in here. We'll disconnect this, move the helmet, and we're back into the bed. Another thing I wanted was a little table in the back here, so that I could just prep some food or organize gear or whatever while just standing in the back of my car. So what I've done table that pulls out. It's surprisingly sturdy here. I originally was gonna have it pull all the way out, rest here, and have legs. You can see my attempt. And it just was never very sturdy, and I figured if I'm dealing with unstable ground that wouldn't work out super well. So I'm happy with the really simple solution I've come up with there. And then, by the way, all the legs are made out of just these washers that I got at Home Depot. They were not super psyched that I was using stuff from the plumbing section to build a bed, but you know what? They are super sturdy, they don't take up much space, and they're slightly adjustable just in how much you screw them into the phalanges that I have on both sides here. Another feature that I added, just because this is an old car and I didn't mind drilling directly into the car body, which I would caution, be very careful when drilling in. You don't know what you're gonna hit, but this is just plastic here. So I went ahead and added these bungee cords, which is a great place to throw books, jackets, just kind of extra knickknacks. And then you can see I've done that on both sides. The other side has this added bonus little spot for your cell phone. And then I'll take you around to the side door. Try not to step on the dog. Go around. I'll show you in here. So I'll just scoot the pillows towards the back. Here's the front of the bed here. I have enough food for myself for about 2 weeks in this case here. And then I've got drawers on either side for my clothes, and I have a friend meeting me, so her clothes are all on the other side. Under here I also have a 2-person tent, 2 sleeping pads, 2 sleeping bags, a stove, all my climbing gear, her climbing gear, just really an impressive amount of stuff fit under here. But this leads to perhaps my favorite feature of the car. I can hook it up with the same system that I was showing you in the back, just the basic zip ties and a knot for climbing, specifically carabiner, again from Home Depot. And here's the legs again. They come in multiple sizes, so I actually ended up doing 3 different sizes to accommodate for the not flat rear of the car. But I've got a sofa here. If you want to look in here right now, you can see just the massive amount of gear that I was able to fit in here. So that's enough clothes for a month for about 2 people. I've got an extra battery, stove, like I said, sleeping pads, tent, bags. My climbing pack is back there. Extra shoes are under the bottom. I keep my laptop here. Really just an impressive amount of storage. And then if we go back around to the back of the car, pardon me, I'll show you what my sofa looks like. Again, it hooks up on both sides, so it's a bit more stable. But what's great about this is I can just sit in the back of my car and hang out. And I don't know if Toyota did this on purpose, but these cup holders are fantastic. When I'm sitting here, I have my drink, I can have my book right here. If it's too sunny, I put up my shade thing. But I can just sit here and enjoy the view. It's been fantastic. And then for nighttime, I have this little light thing on the side. So I can turn on lights that go all the way across the back. And it's just a little battery powered, just a kind of quick purchase to add a little luxury to the vehicle. Again, there's this little spot that was perfect for my Black Diamond can opener, bottle opener. So that has its own little home there. And then at nighttime, I have reflectix that I add to all of the windows, and that is great for both insulation, privacy, and security. And so those all live just under the mattress, which is perfect. I put black on one side, and I can have all the lights on in the vehicle, and you can look in from the outside and it looks like it's completely empty. It's fantastic. I would not recommend using glue to attach the fabric to the Reflectix and then putting it on the floor of your apartment, because it will stick. So I glued all the Reflectix to the floor of my apartment. But this basically just fits in there. It takes just kind of a little pushing in, but it works out really, really well. I'll show you from the back. You can't tell. The final feature that I set up at nighttime is a curtain that goes around the front. I had to make a decision between adding more Reflectix to the 3 front windows, and I decided that a curtain would work just as well. So this is actually the sheet that came with the fitted sheet on the bed, and I have attached it to a bungee cord. I used a lot of items that I just had lying around my apartment, so these are just kind of twisty ties, as well as little Velcro bits. So I can show you how it attaches here on one side. I put it onto the I don't know, safety, oh my god, someone's about to crash, I need to hold on to something handle of the car. I don't know what these are for. But attach it to those. And then I've got little Velcro things all on the side of the car. So if you want to have a look in here and see how flush that actually is, really on the side of the car. The only, and this would of course go across to the other side, the only bit of light that you'd see is the small bit of light that's coming from the top there. And then I keep my cooler here in the front seat. I have a Yeti, keeps stuff cold longer than ice should be able to survive, but it's fantastic. And if I have a second person riding with me, or a dog that is basically a second person, I just put this on the back of the bed, flush with one of the seats, and then I have another bungee cord that goes from the headrest around and attaches it. So in case of an accident, it's not a loose item that's going to be flying around. So I just wanted everything secured down. And that should really keep me more than comfortable for over a month. I'm super excited to both sleep in the car and sleep in the tent and just kind of have everything I need. I'm wondering what the stuff in my apartment's for at this point. Anyway, so I think Sage has been enjoying it. And that is the tour of my Toyota Highlander car build. As of yet, I haven't seen any online, so I hope that you enjoy it. Feel free to ask me any questions. Thanks. I forgot to mention, I have my Moose Jaw sticker because I feel like everyone needs a sticker on their car for climbing, camping adventures. And I chose Moose Jaw because they're my favorite company. They're hilarious, great sense of humor. I actually read the packing slips because they crack me up. So Moose Jaw, good for backpacking, climbing, French kissing, mountaineering, trail running. Can't tell you which one's the most important.